is packed, I know. Everybody decides to stay outside.
Yeah, right.
Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, I love it.
No, we're doing this sporadic Thursday, basically.
Yeah, I
Until
went to the Y.
it's been almost
Next
like
time.
fiscal year, so.
Calling no one, that was yesterday, I was calling no one.
So it'll be 1 in April,
What to get tonight?
2 in May.
They don't come in.
And then June.
I said, oh, they come in.
Alright, so we'll free up those.
And I was like, yeah, I'm looking around, but continually, well, I kind of sit in the front, but I'm just always sitting. I'm always in the back or sometimes standing. Well, I don't know. And they sound good at rehearsal.
Like, what's funny, it was like, I was like, I'll bring the big band. And I was like, okay, about that. And then I was like, well, we'll do that outside. So we'll do that.
Exactly.
We'll just like a real band together.
Turn over the sun.
They're like, we'll do this outside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's like, hook me up. And I
That was
Bobby just said it.
in the church of that, yeah. Now they had, exactly, they had Howard Gilman Foundation. That man has a great baritone voice. Oh, I didn't either. And I was saying, I was putting it down, I said, it's technical baritone. I said, he has a smooth voice. Oh my God. That one you should have seen last night.
That's a great thing.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's supposed to be something else. Oh God, yeah, listen.
Karen, Billy Taylor. Look at the whole.
Oh,
Billy Taylor.
okay.
Oh, it's in the,
It says, yeah,
oh, she's fantastic.
yeah, I'm just thinking that. That's supposed to be tomorrow. It's supposed to be Saturday here.
I said that to my friend. Rose and we saw her up there.
Yeah,
The drum
Okay, yeah, he's really good.
4 years ago.
Wow.
4 years ago.
Yeah. And they were telling us that Alvin Harris is going to be,
Years ago yesterday.
I think Alvin Harris is going to be a Birdland. You know, I like it.
Burger is nice.
Yeah, it is nice, you know, so. They got a couple of those flyers I picked up, and I love to get the house.
People went to the party. My father was 84 at the time.
How much?
$20.
Oh, I thought you
And
said
the food is delicious.
My sister-in-law had something.
Yeah.
You know, we went to my house.
Yeah.
As I was leaving, she was coming in. Let us help.
Okay,
I couldn't say
you said Manhattan? Oh, Birdland.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can look at the last time I was there, it's been years since I've been there.
I know that thing.
I did not know that by the time they were.
My grandfather had 10 acres of land. I did.
Now they're supposed to be having something in the midst. Yeah, I went years ago. And so they changed it over. Now sometimes, again, we got violin. Eric Fraser and Harrison on the fly. This is different people. I want to check out, well, if Memphis, I think, because I had never talked about it. I think it's $20.
Yeah, we're already there for
I guess exactly. Wait a minute. Oh, back to the food.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
I'm just going to announce that I have
right. Yeah,
So we're ready to go. Karen, we're gonna start soon. And I will talk about you. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'll do a little intro.
Um,
I like like that organ sound.
Mike, can somebody tell Karen to come out here, please? We're going to start now. Karen, we're starting, hon. We're going to start. This is Tracy.
I know you. Wow. See, that's definitely.
There's the glossy one, but the other one's better. The newspaper one. They always have good articles,
Right.
interviews,
Ready.
record reviews.
Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? I think it's on. There. That's it. All right. We're live. Welcome to the National Jazz Museum in Harlem. It's always great to be here. Welcome to those joining us online. My name's Will Glass with the Jazz Foundation of America. If you don't know, we're a nonprofit that helps musicians. We have an emergency relief wing that assists musicians during crisis nationwide, and we help out by providing work opportunities in the form of gigs in schools, nursing homes, parks, and great community partners like this. We're very grateful to the National Jazz Museum for being so accommodating to us and to the jazz community at large here in this wonderful space. We're very excited for today. One of our very favorite band leaders, extremely accomplished in the field of Latin music and jazz and Latin jazz, played with many greats, and this operation, StringBeans, has been going for, is it 30 years, Annette?
I just turned 32.
She just turned 32. The band is 30-something. We're so glad to have her. Please welcome Annette A. Aguilar and StringBeans.
Yeah. Next year I'll be Jesus number 33. Not that I'm a religious person. Don't get scared. Don't run. Anyway, I want to introduce some fine players here with me, longtime friends, and actually all of them recorded on the latest album called In the North with the Big Beans. It's more than 10, 13 pieces, and just our good friend, brother, great guy, great player all the way around, Mr. Funky Soul Man, Mr. Tumbao, Mr. Más Guapo than anybody, Ruben Fabulous Rodriguez, except for his hat. He's got an LA hat. You know, SF Giants in LA are like, arr, arr. And and the fabulous Mr. Boy Genius over here on the piano, great player. We've known each other for a long time. He's recorded on a couple of our records and the latest one, which is called In the North, as well with Nikki Denner doing the piano duties. Steve Sandberg on piano. And the one and only on the flute, La Flauta, Miss Fabulous, great player. It's funny, I met my players, my friends here in the band in different situations, not in a Latin band. Going back to Ruben, I met him on a Broadway show, a show that I was doing called Street Corner Symphony that was by Darryl Waters, who did Bring on the Noise, Bring in the Funk, and it was a great thing. That's where I met Ruben. But Karen, I met Karen, me playing timpani in the back for the Bronx Symphony, and because she's a classical player. So, in the Latin world, we get, what's the word? Help me, Ruben. Karen, help me out. Yeah, Mommy, we get like, excited? No, not excited. Well, that's one thing, but.
We get the call. We get all the gigs.
No, we.
We do a lot of different things.
No, Mommy, no, the thing is, yes, we're versatile people. So we get stereotyped. Like, a lot of people don't know that Ruben and Karen and, of course, Steve, there's a whole thing with Latin music is the classical element and, of course, the jazz element, because Latin jazz is part of jazz. And we're in Harlem, and we're glad to be here because East Harlem and 110th Street, where Tito Puente Way, is not too far from here. So big deal for Latin jazz. So that's Karen. Joseph, great flute player, played with Eddie Palmieri, a lot of great people, and she's everybody's favorite. Yeah, and and my name is Annette A. Aguilar. Thank you, everybody outside there. Happy to be in one of my favorite places. God, I love the display here. It's just like killing. I mean, it's beautiful. Oh, gotta watch my language. So, any doubt, we're gonna start with one of my mentors. Ray Barretto was one of the reasons why the other quartet of configuration went to as a Latin jazz ambassador from Ray Barretto, who gave us our blessing. And this one is, speaking of, he wrote this for Chano Pozo. Chano Pozo was a conguero, Afro-Cuban conguero, black Afro-Cuban who played with Dizzy and were one of the innovators of the Afro-Cuban jazz. And I believe that Chano lived in Harlem. So I know that Ray had seen Chano when he was young, and that was inspired him. This is a song for Chano by Barretto. South.
I thought we were South
South
America.
Bronx, South America. A couple of compositions by some of my favorite composers. One, Trevino Santos, who played with Roberto Pasquale for many years. And then another one by Milton Nascimento.
Yeah.
Everybody here okay over there? Yeah. Cool. Don't talk so much. You can't hear the horns outside. right. And people tuning in, hello. Oy vey. Okay. Well, it's good to be here again. And that was some two good compositions I like. And let's give it up for the beautiful playing of Steve Sandberg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go to the north. Go up north.
They will play
Going right into post.
CBD, and then
Straight
da
into
gota.
Speaking about the north, I'm just gonna
No
plug.
solos till the end.
Not that I'm pushing anything. I'm not a pushy person. Anyway, Aita, this is a fourth album of Annette A and StringBeans, and it's called In the North. In the North meaning northern Manhattan. And Harlem's included too, because when I came home, un momento, por favor. When I came home from San Francisco to my home here in New York, I took a picture, and I noticed that I was out in front of. Con permiso, papi.
Sorry.
Con permiso.
We're having a meeting over here. I'm sorry. No.
You want some coffee and cookies? Ay, vey. Está hablando aquí. ¿Cómo fue? Now I'm repeating myself. Anyway, it's a picture I took. I was looking out the window. Oh, God, I'm on top of Harlem, in front of the top of the Central Park. And I said, wow. Then I was like, oh, I'm top of the neighborhood, Washington Heights and Inwards, where I live. And so I decided to call it In the North and dedicate it for Upper Manhattan, which we are, technically in the north, above 125th Street, 4 blocks. But anyway, it's now available. So, and I just want to give you a plug. And so the big band will be at a lot of beans, 13 pieces, will be with some guests from Brazil, Fabiana Cossa, a very amazing vocalist from Sao Paulo, who's coming from Brazil, and Catarina dos Santos coming from Portugal, another person who's really great in a lot of the genres, and the Latin field, like salsa and Afro-Cuban, Puerto Rican music. She spent a lot of time playing bomba plena when she lived here in New York. So they'll be there. It's going to be at Hostos Performing Arts Center, March 23rd at 8 o'clock. And if you're a student, it costs $5. If you're not a student, be a student. No, it's sorry, $20. It's cool. 145th Street over there in the Bronx, not too far from it. Anyway, so that's here. So we're going to do a bayan, which is really a rhythm. It almost sounds like bomba a little bit. Bomba is a Puerto Rican rhythm, right? And also a little bit like in candomblé, in the Afro. But bayan is a northeast Brazil from Recife. And it's really cool. It's that cell that you hear all the time. You hear it in second line. All right? So I go. All right? I might have to take off my shoes for this. That's okay. Okay, we're gonna start with a little bayan, and we're gonna do this piece followed by another Javino piece, followed by a Hermeto piece. Hermeto Pascual. All right. Thank you for the aplausos. Muchísimas gracias. Okay, let's see. Ah, okay. Just looking at the set list. Ah, okay. Oy vey. Okay. You know those digital watches? I have one of those. You know those digital watches? Every time I put them on and I'm playing, it's warning me, you have fallen down. I'm like, you know, and then when you go somewhere to like, you know, to a concert or something, and then it's like beeping, beeping. I don't even have to shut the thing off. So I just like, God, you know. So I just, you know, whatever. But anyway, we're gonna go to one of my favorites. Do a little mambo here for you. Well, you know, combination of stuff. My favorite, Bud Powell, one of my favorite tunes. Yeah. So I want to give it up for Will Glass, my friend from uptown. Thank you. And the Jazz Foundation. And I want to thank you guys for coming here and spending your afternoon on this first, whatever, above 65 degrees. You know, and coming to the beautiful Jazz Museum. It's happening here. It's great. Look at this display. It's happening. I tell my guys, I say, hey, don't put the chair close to the wall. You know, you got to watch. You're still in the museum. So, anyway. All right. Un poco loco. Wait, I gotta have some water here, because. Okay.
Hablando más mierda. Que la sección de abajo. Un ruido.
Okay. Okay, it's like a crate and all this construction going on. I feel like in the building. Let's give it up. Beautiful solos there, Mr. Steve Sandberg. Yes, sir. Yeah, and the fabulous flauta, Karen Fabulous Joseph, and of course our man behind the bass, Mr. Ruben. Who? Why? You? Right, thank you.
Both endings of them, then to the coda. First we play F flat, G flat, G flat, and then the intro.
So we're going to do a classic. Coño, ¿qué te pasa con esta cosa, man? No sirve. We're going to do a classic. Você abusó. It's an old Joe Bean tune. A lot of people who are in the salsa world know Usted abusó, right? Usted abusó con mi cariño. Usted abusó. Okay, right? Now the real one. Karen's ready to go to Carnival. We're going to have Carnival in the Bronx in a couple of weeks. It's going to be a big band. It's going to be great. About 4 percussionists. I'll be on the congas, and we have some great bateristas. Anyway, I know some of you know about the Você abusó is really where they got Usted abusó. So Você means, you, usted, or you in Spanish, right? They're in Portuguese. Anyway, we're going to do the Brazilian version. And then we're going to go to another samba. Yeah. Cosas Feta, which means ugly things, by John Bosco. These are some great composers, sambas and stuff. We do the samba, salsa. Latin jazz is such a pot of, especially with the Brazilian music and Afro-Cuban music. But I want to give a shout out to the director here who's having time to sit down and to listen to us. Thank you, Tracy, for being here. The director of the museum. Busy girl, busy person. Thank you. And you guys, too. So you guys can, I don't know if there's room to, no, I'm not going to say anything about dancing. Okay. Let's do a little, take out my pandero. Where is, my friend. got one more. We'll take it out with one of my favorites, Well You Need It, which we did on our first recording many moons ago. Thank you folks for coming to the museum. Thank you, Jazz Foundation. Thank you, Will Glass. You can follow us at AAA Beans Instagram. Be the bass. Thank you guys very much. Come visit us at Hostos in the Bronx, March 23rd. Thank you. Steve Sandberg, piano, Karen Joseph, the flauta, the quartet, and Ruben Fabulous Rodriguez on the bass. My name is Annette A. Aguilar. Thank you.
All right, one more time for Annette Aguilar and StringBeans. I know she mentioned the gig at Hostos. I just want to spotlight it. It's not just any gig. It's a massive production with an incredible array of talent. It's picture this with like 4 times the musicians and 10 times the percussion instruments. It's truly impressive. Do check it out. And I should also mention next week, the foundation, a lot of our funding comes from our annual gala at the Apollo Theater. It's next Thursday, great night in Harlem, March 28th. No, 2 weeks, sorry. March 28th. We'll be celebrating Max Roach. We'll be honoring Marshall Allen of the Sun Ra Orchestra. We have Dee Dee Bridgewater, Jasmine Horn, and Bob Weir of the Grateful Dead. So go to jazzfoundation.org. Tickets are near selling out if they haven't already. But also March 28th in the afternoon, we will be here for next edition of this series with the great vocalist Gania Green. Please join us then. Our thanks to the National Jazz Museum in Harlem. Please support them if you're here or online, and we'll see you March 28th. Thanks so much. Have a great day.